Did you know that on Roblox there is a lot, well, maybe not a lot, but a handful of different types of games that are actually illegal, like genuinely. Some of them might be illegal in some copyright aspect. Some of them might be illegal in some other aspects. Yeah, either way, no matter what illegal it is, it's not good. And in some cases, if you are caught playing these games, you could potentially also get banned for playing them. But before I get into all those and more, I'm just going to ask you to subscribe, okay? Because whenever you subscribe, I'll pet my cat. But without further ado, let's go on to the first illegal Roblox game, which just happens to be the run-of-the-mill copyright infringing games. All right, now this is probably gonna be like a big chunk of the video, but I feel like it's worth talking about because there's some very interesting and intricate examples that you probably haven't heard of that I want to mention in this video. But first, let's talk about the Pokemon ones, because those are like the obvious ones that we've all heard about, okay? But Pokemon games are completely illegal on Roblox. If you make Pokemon games and you use Nintendo Pokemon assets, you can potentially get sued. And let's just say it's already happened. Back in like 2015 and probably earlier, there was a lot of Pokemon themed Roblox games that actually used a lot of Pokemon assets. The main ones were Project Pokemon and Pokemon Brick Bronze. And if you played back then, you probably know these games and you probably really liked them. But sadly, they were like struck down by Nintendo sometime in I think 2018 or 2019. And honestly, I don't blame Nintendo because those games were fire and they were stealing a lot of players from them probably. Now, even though these games are technically illegal, they are still re-uploaded very, very frequently. And you can probably find one on like the deep depths of the front page every week or so. Now, granted, they do get terminated after a little bit, so it's like not worth putting time into. But yeah, they still get re-uploaded onto the platform a lot. But in other like illegal copyright infringing games, we have this obby, which is just called the Red Plumber obby. But when you actually play it, you might notice something. Well, maybe you won't actually, because this game used to actually have Nintendo assets. But as we already know, by the beginning of this video, Nintendo hates people using their assets. And when this developer got a cease and desist for their silly little obby game they made in 2008, they instead replaced every Mario/Nintendo asset with their own hand-drawn ones. And let me just say, what a funny idea. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this actually did get a cease and desist from Nintendo. Like, that was the lore behind it. Because originally, yeah, it had Mario assets, but then they got like a cease and desist from Nintendo because apparently Nintendo thinks that this stupid Roblox obby from 2008 was stealing their players. And today you can now play this game in its non-illegal form, and it usually has around 20 players on it at all times, which is very impressive because it's a game from 2008. But now we can go into some secretly illegal games in the copyright field, because these games are uploaded quite frequently, and they have been uploaded for a long time. See, I think it was 2019 when the first one was made, but basically there was a Minecraft clone that was made and uploaded onto the Roblox platform, and for some reason, I guess they got like a cease and desist from Microsoft at the time to delete it. Now, this developer was not playing nice, because after taking their game off of Roblox to not obviously get sued into oblivion, they then made their game completely public for anyone to look at and re-upload for themselves. So if you were ever confused on why there's so many Minecraft clones on Roblox, it's because this one specific person made one 5 years ago. It got taken down and the developer literally made it completely public use. So yeah, if you search up like Raft on Roblox, most of the games you'll see there are like very bad, crappy re-uploads of this version of like fake Minecraft. And I feel like over the years, Roblox has stopped caring about these games. And honestly, I don't even know why the game initially got taken down, because I'm pretty sure it did use their own textures, which is, I think, the only thing that Minecraft could really claim copyright for. But yeah, either way, it now gets re-uploaded all the time. But that's not where the Minecraft clones end, okay? Because earlier this year, a brand new Minecraft clone was uploaded onto the Roblox website, and it was actually really good. It was a lot better than the previous one from 2019, because obviously there was like 5 years in advancements on Roblox. But this version had multiplayer, it had saving, it had different worlds, it had seeds, it had world generation. It was really advanced and cool, and honestly it was very awesome. I think it was called Voxels originally, and honestly the game was up for a while and was doing pretty well. There was nothing wrong with it, and it seemed like Microsoft was kind of on good terms with it until a couple months later they destroyed it. They blew it up for some reason. And kind of the same thing happened with this version of fake Minecraft. It kind of got re-uploaded in many different ways, but usually it would get re-uploaded as like animal names. Like you would see a game called Hedgehog, and once you join it, it would actually just be Minecraft hidden inside of it, which is kind of cool. But honestly, that didn't save it because they would still get taken down due to, you know, Minecraft trying to sue them. But nowadays, they stopped re-uploading the game as like these, with like these animal names and stuff like that, because they kind of just re-uploaded the original game and it hasn't gotten taken down yet. But they did have to add this big blurb of text in their description saying that it is not in fact Minecraft, which I think is kind of funny. But either way, we can now move on to the next form of illegal Roblox game, which just happens to be loot boxes, because any game with a loot box system is actually illegal in some countries. Now, I'll put all the countries on screen, but off the top of my head, the ones I remember are the UK, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, and I think Australia. All of those countries actually can't play any Roblox games with loot boxes, and those games are illegal in those countries. So that's why when you go to play some of them on Roblox, you might not have access to it if you're from those countries. Now, I think in some specific cases, certain games can skirt around those guidelines and make their games available in those countries, even though they have somewhat of a loot box system. But yeah, for the most part, if you go to one of these games and you're in one of those countries, it literally just says, hey, you can't play it, which I think is kind of crazy. But now we can move on to the next form of illegal games, which just happens to be, I don't even know if I can mention this one. So there's like this game that has been on Roblox for a little bit now, and I'm not even sure if I could show it. Let's just say it has to do with some pretty bad people, and it's all inside of an RNG game. Yeah, honestly, I don't even get how this is on Roblox, but I've been seeing it floating around for a couple days now, and I think it has been deleted. But either way, we can now move on to the next form of illegal Roblox games, which just happens to be the games that were so illegal and so inappropriate that it got Roblox banned in the country of Turkey. Yeah, so nobody actually knows the exact games that got Turkey to ban Roblox, but they do know that there is a lot of games on Roblox that are not very appropriate and probably didn't help their case. Like, for example, for a long time on Roblox, if you searched the word sus, you would find the most diabolical, disgusting garbage games on Roblox that were all basically meant to just be a little bit inappropriate and sometimes a lot inappropriate. And yeah, they were absolutely terrible. But for some reason, they were all over the sponsor tab. They would sometimes be in people's front pages. And honestly, it was despicable. But it seems like Roblox has banned the keyword sus from being used, which is good. But I don't think that's good enough for Turkey to unban Roblox, especially when you could literally just search up freaky and find the same exact results. Yeah, I don't know what Roblox is doing. But I mean, at least they're trying. They tried to ban it. They banned the word sus, but there's just new words being created every single day for these really gross and weird games. Honestly, they're still showing up in the sponsor tab sometimes, dude. I just opened my sponsor tab and I see Freaky Party Line Simulator. Okay, you know what? But now we can move on to the next illegal game, which is one that you've probably been waiting for, and it's Crosswords games. Now, these games are obviously illegal. A very obvious fact that these games make you say terrible illegal things forcefully. And there has been a couple of times where people have gotten arrested for saying things in video games. And with the stuff that Crosswords makes you say, it's like really bad, like very, very bad stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody got the police at their door because of that. Like, for example, there was this guy on RuneScape in like 2012 or something where he said something dumb in a game chat and he got arrested for it. And I assume that if this Crosswords stuff gets a little bit too crazy, maybe perchance that could happen in the future. Hope not. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, definitely be careful joining Crosswords games because on top of getting banned, you might also get the police at your door. And now for probably the least offensive type of illegal game is games where you do illegal activity in it. Like, for example, tax evasion simulator. There's like a plethora of games like this on Roblox, and honestly, they're kind of funny sometimes. And I hope Roblox never bans them. I love these games so much. They give me so much hope for society.